Hi, I'm Isaac from Isaac Builds Things, and today I'm going to give you my quick little 1 year review of the Makita 18V Random Orbital Sander. So I got this about a year ago, and it was what got me into the Makita tools, because I was looking for a random orbital sander and just in like the mid-range 125mm pad kind of range, and this one was reasonably priced and it was wireless, so it just runs off the 18V battery, and I was wanting to get Makita tools, switching up from Ryobi, and so yeah, this was what started that process. And so I've only been happy with it. There's a few negatives, but this sander is amazing at what it does. So basically, my favourite things about it is that it's so portable. So I chuck this in the car, take it on site, I use it anywhere in the workshop. You don't have to worry about any cables around you, you never have to plug it in, but you do have to make sure you have a charged 18V Makita battery. So I run this off the 5Ah batteries and the 3Ah batteries. I use it a lot, basically every day in the workshop, and I don't have issues with the battery life. So some people have been complaining that it doesn't last very long. This lasts a lot longer than I want to be sanding, so at least an hour of sanding more. I've never run out of battery with this. So basically I don't have the issue of the power running out, so that's not an issue for me. Yeah, run it off both the 3Ah and the 5Ah batteries. Obviously the 3Ah battery is not going to last anywhere near as long, but yeah, still, I think I've run it out before, but not when I had a full battery in it, so that's just not really an issue. It is pretty comfortable to use. It's got quite a bit of vibration, like most of the mid-range random orbital sanders. It's got 3 speed modes. And an off button, and basically I pretty much always use it on the fastest speed mode because I'm usually just trying to sand something nice and quick. And I find that the biggest drawback with this sander is the power. So when you're using it and it's spinning around, you can't push hard at all. You're not supposed to push that hard, but you can't push very hard at all before it stops actually turning the orbit around. So it's still vibrating, but it doesn't turn it around, so you don't get the nice smooth finish, and it's just not that powerful compared to some of the big powered sanders. And I presume that's so that it doesn't use too much battery life. But pretty much the power is the biggest issue for me, and the second biggest issue is the weight. So it's pretty heavy, like it's a whole thing in a unit plus a battery, so it's pretty heavy on your wrist after a lot of use, and often I end up holding it. There's these nice rubber, hold it like that just to change it up. But yeah, that's the other issue, is that it's heavy to use. So I just got the Makita sander, which is totally different. It's basically one of the lightest sanders you can get, and I'm loving that for the wrist. But this I still use for everyday kind of like on the edge stuff. All the rough stuff I'm doing with the Makita, and then all the big flat plain sanding I am doing with the Makita. So overall, I love this sander. I've used it for a year. The best part about it, probably said the best part about it, but the best part actually is that it doesn't speed up. The circle, the spinning around, doesn't speed up when you're not on the workpiece. So it stays at a really slow rotation, and then when you put it on, it starts sanding. So basically that means I can sand a piece, a shelf, move the shelf out, grab the next shelf with it all still running in my hand, and then grab the next one and put it on. Most random orbital sanders don't have that clutch or whatever it is that stops it from spinning. So when you take it off the piece and it's on, it just starts spinning, spinning, spinning faster and faster and faster until it's going crazy, and then you can't touch it back down on your workpiece or it takes a big gouge out. So this is amazing because it doesn't do that. So I'll just show you what you mean. I can start it without it on the workpiece, and then I can put it down and it's just perfect. Here we go. So it's not spinning around, it's just going really slow, and then super smooth. You just place it on the workpiece and it doesn't bite. So that is the best thing about the sander. But overall, it's good. The battery life is fine for me. It is a little bit heavy, but does the job really well for a wireless battery sander, and I'm going to keep using it for a long time. Thanks for listening to this review. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll see you next time.